Baseball was introduced to Japan in 1872 by Horace Wilson, an American teacher at the Keisei School in Tokyo. The sport only really caught on, however, when high schools began to play the game in the mid 1880s. To this day, Japanese baseball and its nationwide tournaments are considered to be one of the leading sporting events throughout the year. In Japan, there are two major baseball events, the Spring and Summer Koshien High School tournaments. The Spring and the Summer Koshien are very similar in nature, although the summer event is larger, boasting a field of 49 teams. Both tournaments are played at Hanshin Koshien Stadium located in Nishinomiya within the Hyogo Prefecture. Although the stadium itself seats 60,000 fans, many of the games can be viewed nationwide on television.
As these tournaments were started in the early 1900s, there have been many ceremonial traditions that have developed over the years. One of the traditions of the Koshien tournaments is the practice of players taking the stadium soil as a souvenir. The soil at the Hanshin Koshien Stadium is perceived as sacred. The players often use this soil to remind themselves of their accomplishments of making it to their country's elusive tournament. Third year players use it to help preserve their memories of their baseball career. Younger players use the soil as motivation to return to the stadium to complete in the years to come. The amount of nationwide attention that these tournaments receive from the public has generated tremendous popularity for many of its participants. Successful athletes like Yuki Saito and Sadaharu Oh have used the Koshien as a stage to showcase their skills and launch their sporting careers to the college and professional levels.
Yuki Saito's interest in baseball was sparked as a result of his older brother's success in the game. Instead of playing at his local high school, Saito attended Tokyo's Waseda Jitsugyo, a private school with stronger athletics. By only his second year, Saito earned a uniform number 1, symbolic within Japanese baseball of the team's best pitcher. During his senior year, Saito led his team to the Summer Koshien Championship by pitching in 69 innings and recording an outstanding 78 strikeouts. Through the media exposure at the tournament, he was dubbed with the name the Handkerchief Prince as a result of the handkerchief he frequently used to wipe off the sweat between pitches. Like Saito, Sadaharu also attended Waseda Jitsugyo High School. Sadaharu not only gained national fame, but also garnered the respect of the Japanese people by pitching in the Spring Koshien through tremendous physical pain. Although he had serious blisters on his pitching hand before the tournament started, he felt the obligation to his team and pitched through insurmountable pain. Throughout the tournament, O remained in all games, even though blood dripped continuously down from his hands. By the night prior to the championship game, O had pitched in so many innings that he had lost all feeling in his fingers and was totally convinced that it was impossible for him to pitch in the championship. Saved by an herbal remedy delivered to him by his father, O gained the strength to pitch in the final game, eventually leading his team to a one-run victory.
The experiences and actions of Yuki Saito and Sadaharu Oh in their baseball careers exemplify two of the most fundamental themes in Japanese culture, the senpai-kohai relationship, as well as a strong sense of group consciousness. In the senpai-kohai relationship, the young must show their elders respect through numerous actions such as bag carrying, morning greetings, and washing their superiors' clothes. Yuki Saito earned the respect and the title of the team's number one pitcher only after an entire year of work which began on the bench. Much like the Japanese business culture, respect and title are not immediately given to those who display talent, but more so to those who are older and possess greater experience. This phenomenon is totally different in comparison to American sporting teams. In the US, respect is generally solely through skill rather than seniority. For instance, in professional baseball, higher salaries are offered to the more talented players.
In the Japanese culture, it is very important for an individual to maintain harmony within social groups. It is widely considered and ingrained in the Japanese way of thinking that whatever action is best for the entire group is the action that the individual should take. In the case of Sadaharu Oh and his experience in the Spring Baseball Championship, he put his own personal issues aside for the betterment of the team. Although he suffered tremendous pain, he managed to fight through it in order to put his team in the best possible position. As a result of his devotion and dedication to the group, O's efforts were respected internally within the school as well as across the Japanese nation. In comparison to American sports, this amount of dedication to one's team is very seldom seen. American players would not think of sacrificing their own livelihood and future in the sport by playing through a painful injury.
Although not a traditional activity, the Western game of baseball has evolved into the most popular sport in Japan. Enjoyed at the high school through professional levels, Japanese values like group consciousness and seniority have transformed the social dynamics of a traditionally American sport.